If you've kept up with the Vegas news, you'd know Rio, the Brazilian themed resort, has been neglected and pretty much abandoned for quite some time. It's a rundown ghost town that no one cared about. Finally, I got some good news. Things are changing and I'm seeing some signs of life at Rio. My last visit in January 2024 has given me hope that it's on its way back to its glory days, and I'm excited to see the transformation to come. Let me show you what Rio is like right now, talk about what's in store for the new Rio, and why we should all be rooting for its success. I first visited Rio on a weekday late afternoon, a few months after Dreamscape took over the ownership from Caesars Entertainment. It's been years since I last visited the property. The entrance looked old. The casino floor was quiet. It still has some original decor from the 90s, which in a way is kind of nostalgic, but also kind of sad. The place definitely could use some TLC. You can imagine how shocked I was when I went back later that week to check out the new food hall. The whole place has lit up and the casino has come alive. I got to see a pretty cool light show. There were new signs in front of the building. All of a sudden, Rio is looking kind of cool again, reminiscent of what it looked like in its heyday. People are being dropped off by taxi and Uber non-stop. The lobby bar has a live band playing and the vibe was great. Let's tour around the whole property so you can see for yourself what Rio is like right now. Dreamscape has taken over the property from Caesars Entertainment since October 2023. They will spend $350 million to renovate the entire property in 2 phases. Phase 1 will focus on the Ipanema Tower, and Phase 2 will be Masquerade Tower and restaurants. And looks like they have big plans for us. They are planning to update the lobby bar, and it will be refreshed by this summer. Do you think they need to do more to update the lobby, or is this cleaned up enough for you? Have you noticed hotels and casinos tend to look better at night when things are lit up? I guess the lighting can change the look and vibe dramatically. So if you prefer to see the nicer side of Rio, come at night instead of daytime. I heard the renovated swimming pool will be open in March. They are adding new landscaping, chairs, cabanas, and will resurrect the waterfall features. They used to have one of the best pools in all of Vegas, so let's hope the new one will live up to the expectation. Did you know Rio has Nevada's largest sports wagering menu here? This Sportsbook Bar also have a deli that offers burgers, pizza, sandwiches, and other classic comfort food. What do you think of the new carpet? I think it's kind of whimsical and definitely practical for maintenance. Is it me, or do these patterns remind you of the crop circles or something? Well, we all know aliens and Vegas have a special connection, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is some kind of hidden message. They are also updating the carpet in the convention center, but it looks like it's a different design than this one. We're now walking towards the entrance by the Carnival parking garage. The parking is free, which is great, but I think they need to do more to make that hotel entrance nicer. The new food hall Canteen is a pretty good looking place. I particularly enjoyed the ramen bar seating that mimics the traditional ramen stalls in Japan, and the overall design is modern, approachable, and welcoming. I've tried 4 out of the 6 restaurants, and I can recommend Tony Luke's cheesesteak, Shogun ramen, and the Attaboy burger. They were pretty good. Make sure to hit subscribe to see the full food hall review coming soon. Many of the Rio executives are from Cosmopolitan Las Vegas, and Cosmo has a very popular Block 16 urban food hall. With the expertise to help manage it, I believe this food hall should do pretty well. By the way, if you're wondering, the spending at the food hall can be charged to the room and can be used as part of your comps. They still have this Chinese restaurant KJ Dim Sum here. I wonder how they're doing right across from the food hall. I read that they will refresh the restaurant soon. It will probably complement the food hall better once it's updated. Rio is now focusing on remodeling the casino floor. You can expect to see new carpet, which I think is done, new wall coverings, lighting, furniture, and table games. They will do them in sections to minimize the disruption. They have already replaced and added 500 slot machines and have more than 1,000 titles for you to choose from. Rio executives said they expect the majority of changes to be done by early fall this year, and the project should wrap up by spring 2025. This all-American bar and grill is now closed as of the time of recording. The rumor is that it will be replaced by a $2 million restaurant called American Fix. I didn't know they have a Korean barbecue place here. Looks pretty new to me. I wonder if it's any good. So why is Rio so crowded that night? Other than the food hall grand opening, there was a conference going on, and all the shows were open that night. There are 4 shows running right now: Penn and Cellar, Wow, the Vegas Spectacular, Chippendales, and Comedy Cellar. I've seen the Wow show years ago. It's a pretty good one and I recommend it. Penn and Cellar is an OG Vegas show that I plan to check out someday. As you can see, the whole place was busy. You got live music, lots of people playing at the table games, plus the traffic coming in to check out the food hall. It's amazing to see the people's energy can completely transform the place from tired to fun just like that. The new reward program, Rio Rewards, won't be tier matching, but they will match offers. Meaning if you have free play, free stay, or other comp offers from other casinos in writing, you can forward that to Rio and they will consider giving you something similar to entice you to spend time with them instead. I've seen the offers for some players and it seems pretty competitive. So if you got an offer now, you should see what Rio can do for you. They also have a few promotions going on for new Rio Rewards members, like free show tickets and spin the wheel for prizes kind of thing. So you can check out the websites for more details if you're interested. Now we're headed over to the Masquerade Tower, where I think is the heart of this property, or at least it used to be in its glory days. Rio was known for many things back in the day. They are the first resort to be an all-suite hotel, swimming pool with a waterfall. They hosted 16 years of the World Series of Poker tournaments. The convention business was good. They had go-kart racing, Star Trek, DEF CON hacker conferences there for a while. They invented something called the Bevertainers. Basically, the cocktail servers are also entertainers, so in between drinks, they will perform for the casino customers. Apparently, they still have some servers right now that would all of a sudden jump up on the platform to sing or dance for people. Pretty interesting, I must say. Did you know they used to have a zip line that let people zip from one tower to the other on the rooftop? The total distance was 845 feet and you would get 70 seconds of thrill. Pretty crazy. But when people talk about the good old days of Rio, most of them would talk about 2 things: the Carnival World Buffet or the Seafood Buffet, and the Masquerade Show in the sky. I was lucky enough to have experienced both of them before they closed down. The buffet was not expensive or high-end like the Bacchanal at the Caesar's Palace, but it had so much variety and the quality was good. I was always excited to visit. At the peak of it, it was serving 7,000 people per day. You can imagine how big an operation it was. It closed down after the pandemic and never reopened. A big loss for buffet lovers and the Vegas culture. The show in the sky was loved by many and has created such great memories for people. So what is this show? It's an interesting concept, a parade in the sky, floats suspended from the ceiling, dangling and traveling on the tracks over the casino floor. There is live music, singing and dancing, beautiful people in costumes inside the floats. The performers will wave at people and throw Rio branded Mardi Gras bead necklaces to the crowd. There were 3 different shows. They played every hour on the hour at night, and each show was about 15 to 20 minutes long. The shows were completely free, and they added a lot of fun and energy to the entire property. Unfortunately, they closed the show in 2013 and just left the tracks there on the ceiling. I was able to find a recording of the show on YouTube. I've linked it down below in the description if you're interested to check it out. So for those who have never seen it before, does it sound like something you'd like to experience? Let me know in the comments below. So what are the chances of these 2 famous things coming back? Well, unfortunately, the buffet is confirmed not in the plan. They can't make the math work. Okay, I get it, but I'm sad about it. But if it means they can invest in other areas to make Rio great again, I'll accept the loss. The food hall is not a bad addition, but it's definitely not enough to draw people in. What about the show? According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal article, Dreamscape intends to create a more authentic atmosphere, one rooted in the imagery of Rio de Janeiro and the Brazilian Amazon rainforest. I don't know what authentic atmosphere means to Dreamscape, but my hope is they will restore the show in the sky, maybe with a new twist. Perhaps it's not Showgirls Carnival Party, maybe it's Amazon Jungle theme? We desperately need another cool free show at a resort to bring the good old Vegas back. When asked about the show coming back, Dreamscape executive said, "An element of that is in the cards. All the floats still exist and are ready to be brought out. How we implement the floats and what narrative we do around that is still to be determined. But that's certainly something that's on the table." So there's definitely hope, and fingers crossed it will be a good show. In my opinion, Vegas has gone down the wrong path since corporations took over the strip casinos. It's turned into a characterless town. Everyone is just milking the old themed hotels to keep the uniqueness alive. All new hotels and casinos are boring and seems to be designed for the sole purpose of making the most money, with no regard on how it would change the entire Vegas market and culture as a whole. Rio is our last hope to bring back a fun themed show, to reinvigorate the old Vegas that attracted so many tourists and locals to come stay and play. I think the day the show comes back, if it does come back, people will come in droves. And for those who have never seen it, will be so excited to experience a truly one-of-a-kind interactive show. Hopefully interact with real humans and not just some animatronic characters. Right now, the Masquerade Village shops are a hodgepodge, but there's so much potential for this unique setup. If they just bring in a couple of cool shops, like the Robot Boba Tea Shop at Caesar's Palace, or the Duck Donuts that you can add booze to donuts and smoothies, along with a great show in the sky over the casino, I think it will instantly become the place in town to check out. Do you agree? If you're curious about those 2 places I mentioned, make sure to subscribe and I will share with you the details, including a drink that I think is better than the frozen Baileys at O'Shea. VooDoo Steak Restaurant at the Rooftop is currently open 4 days a week, Thursday to Sunday. I heard they have pretty good steak, seafood, and some unique cocktails, and you can enjoy it with a great street view. There is no word on the reopening of the VooDoo Rooftop nightclub and lounge. So what can we expect in the new Rio, and how's the renovation going? As mentioned earlier, they have cleaned up the exterior with new paint, new signs, and added a light show. They are working on updating the entrances and have already put in new slot machines and launched a new reward program as well. And the new food hall has just opened. They have also dramatically lowered the drink prices by as much as $5 per drink. That is a refreshing news for all of us who are tired of the never-ending price increases on the Strip. Does that mean Rio is trying to win by being the cheapest? The answer is no. Rio executives have said they will not do that. Instead, will aim to balance value for experience, meaning they will likely create experiences that are worth your while at a more moderate pricing. Let's talk about the reward program benefits. They have 4 levels: Rouge, Azul, Gold, and Platinum. The first level, which is everyone who signs up, will have swimming pool access and can bring a guest. The second tier benefits are already very attractive. You need 10,000 points to reach this level. On top of the swimming pool access, it gives 1 free night hotel stay, $50 celebration points, and 2 free show tickets per year, and no resort fee, which is $39 a night plus tax, about $45 total. They also give you a $15 monthly dining voucher, which totals up to $180 a year. 1 free drink at casino bars per day, and you'll enjoy some other perks like early check-ins and discounts. The third tier requires 50,000 points to qualify, has all the second level benefits, but you'll get 2 free nights and upgraded rooms, plus $200 celebration points per year. $25 monthly dining voucher, which totals up to $300 a year. You get 2 drinks per day at casino bars, and perks like early check-in and late checkout, plus bigger discount for other purchases. The highest level is Platinum, and will require 250,000 points to qualify. You get 3 free nights and upgraded rooms, $500 celebration points per year, $50 monthly dining voucher, which totals up to $600 a year. 3 free drinks per day at casino bars, a bunch of other perks like airport transportation, and no ATM fees. According to their website, for a $10,000 coin-in, Rio Rewards will give a whopping $80 free play, versus other casinos will only give about $10 to $30. That's 3 to 8 times more than the competition. What do you think of the offers? I think they are great, and I'm definitely gonna sign up. Hey, check this out. They have a hash house a go-go here. I bet the wait here is not as long as the one at the link. Pretty happy to see this food option, and they have a Starbucks also. I guess breakfast is covered. So what other new things can we expect from the new Rio? The Ipanema Tower hotel room renovation should be done by March. Based on the reviews, people seem to like the new room design. I plan to book a stay and report back later. Dreamscape has created a partnership with Hyatt. One of the hotel towers will be rebranded as a Hyatt Regency, which I think could work well for the convention business. Since I'm a Hyatt member, I would love to see a good program that would entice me to visit and stay at the new Rio more often. I heard they're aiming to launch the program by March. I don't know about you, but I'm rooting for Rio's success. Instead of imploding the resort like Tropicana or change it to another characterless modern luxury hotel, Dreamscape wants to spend millions to update and restore the place, keeping a piece of the Vegas history for people who love the hotel. Rio's new owners want to be viewed as good stewards of the property and good citizens of Las Vegas. They want to do right by this place and let the finished product speak for itself. I hope the local, true Las Vegas resident who knows the Rio and has history with the Rio will be proud because I think we're doing it the right way. Resorts and casino developers used to build new hotels to realize their dreams, push the envelope on innovations, not just to make money. Based on the article, which I will link in the description below, I'm sensing that Dreamscape is leaning towards dream building more than others. I hope they really come through and not cave halfway and turn into a bean counter. We're looking forward to showing off the product, and we're always going to be listening to customers. Eric Birnbaum, founder and CEO of Dreamscape Inc., the new owner of Rio Hotel Casino, said, "I wake up every day and think about how we can make the Rio better." I really appreciate Dreamscape's respectful attitude and the passion they have for the project. I think they have a good chance to stand out in the current annoying nickel and diamond culture. People are hungry for the sensible middle ground, the great vibe, great fun, and great experiences that won't break the bank. For people who are interested in checking out the place right now, my advice is to stay at the renovated rooms, maybe around March when they open the new swimming pool. If you care about a lively vibe, definitely come on a weekend or when events and shows are happening. It will make a huge difference for your experience. So what hopes and dreams do you have for the new Rio? Feel free to share in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.